Okay, we're back. Still says I'm live on that other one. That's strange. So the other YouTube video that I just did a stream, didn't work. My Wi-Fi cut down. But anyways, every movie I saw in 2018, I thought it was a good movie. What did you guys think? I've got no viewers now. That's sad. Okay, but anyways, back on. So, number 17, my worst movie of the year was Escape Plan 2, Hades. It was a complete waste of Sylvester Stallone and Dave Bautista's talent. It just wanted to introduce a new actor in a Stallone movie, and it did do it well because it wasn't a Stallone movie. It was a movie that Stallone and Bautista happened to be in, which was the point of Escape Plan, because the first one was Stallone and Schwarzenegger teaming up to escape out of prison, and it happened. And the second one, it was Stallone and Bautista teaming up. That didn't happen. I didn't even finish the movie. I didn't like it. It's like the only movie that I actually thought was bad last year. And continuing with number 16 was a movie that I don't think a lot of you have seen, Alpha, which was a movie basically about like a First Nations boy meets a dog, a wolf, and the wolf like helps him survive or whatever. Basically, every 2 minutes, I found myself crying. And movies that have emotions and make you cry can be good, which you'll see later on in the list if you know me, which everyone who will watch knows me. You know what I'm talking about. But this movie was like survived solely on the concept of crying and making you sad. Every 2 minutes, either the boy was going to die or the dog was going to die. I'm not going to spoil the ending if any of them die or don't die. But yeah. So yeah, that was number 16. It was a okay movie. Moving on to number 15, Solo, A Star Wars Story. Completely useless. So useless. I don't know what can be said about this movie that hasn't already been said. It gave us everything. One second, guys. Anyways, so Solo answered all the questions about Han Solo that literally no one was asking. So, like, the dice that I didn't even know existed. I mean, it gave us 2 minutes of Darth Maul is the best thing that can be said about that movie. My friend, huge Star Wars fan, loves almost everything they do, minus Rogue One. But loves basically everything Star Wars, loves Star Wars, big fan of Star Wars, watched the shows, watched this, watched that. He's a big Star Wars fan. It's basically his main mode of entertainment, like me with DC. He can agree that the only good part of Solo was that tease to Darth Maul. That's never going to happen because they canceled the other prequel movies because Solo was so bad. Moving on to I'm on the it's on my list. Moving on to number 14, The House with a Clock in Its Walls. The House with a Clock in Its Walls. I bought the movie on like over the winter break, we went on a road trip. I was at Best Buy. I thought it would be, it was Jack Black fantasy movie. I thought it would be good, so I bought it. It was good. I didn't finish the movie, but it was good. We were like in the car, and we were like, we'll watch until we get to the border. Then we got to the border, so we stopped watching. It was a good movie. I didn't see the ending, though, so I can't really talk that much about it. But considering that it's a movie that I didn't see the resolution of, which is a very important part of the movie, so you know where the characters are at the end. It's a movie that I didn't see the resolution of is better than a Star Wars movie, which is sad. Very sad. Number 13, Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom. I've got no viewers anymore. That's also sad. And a like. Huh. That's strange. So, Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom. It's a movie I saw with my friends on one of their birthdays. Chris Pratt was good. The acting was good. Effects were good. I found it a little loud, but that's most of the movies in modern days. I haven't seen the rest of the Jurassic Park movies, so I can't comment on it. Hey, one viewer, what's up? So I can't really comment on it if it was like how good it was compared to the other movies, but I enjoyed the movie. I enjoyed the acting, I enjoyed the story. Maybe if I watched the rest of the franchise, I wouldn't like it. I don't know. I want to watch the movies that I just haven't been able to, considering I want to watch that. I want to watch the X-Men movies. There's a lot of movies I still need to watch. Moving on to number 12, Venom. It was good. Okay, it was okay. I liked the stuff with Eddie Brock talking with Venom, which basically really brought my movie up to this level. That's what I really liked about it. Other than that, the story was like as vague anti-hero superhero story as you could possibly get. Yeah, that's about it. I liked Eddie Brock. I liked Tom Hardy as Eddie Brock. I liked him talking with Venom. I thought they had some really funny moments that, made it a bit more realistic, the dialogue they had between each other, but that's it. That's about it. Coming in at number 11, right before the top 10, just barely made it, Tag, which was a good movie. Ed Helms, which is the reason I saw the movie, because of Ed Helms. A bunch of guys playing a 30-year-long game of tag. It was a funny movie. Some of the jokes I didn't really like, but it was a funny movie. There's like a twist at the end, an emotional twist, which sort of came... Oh, also Jeremy Renner. That's what he was doing during Infinity War. But I thought there was a nice twist at the end. It sort of came out of nowhere, but it was emotional. It was a nice emotional twist. The actors were good, as usual. And it was based off a true story, which is probably the weirdest you could possibly ever get for a movie based off of a true story. Like, how did they find these guys? Seriously. Coming in at number 10, Paddington 2. I watched this on over the summer. It was a good movie. Sorry, hang on. Okay, it was a good movie. I liked it. I liked the first Paddington movie. Some of the character elements and choices that they went with, I wasn't crazy about it, but they were. It worked. It was a funny movie. It told a good story. Had good actors. We got emotionally connected to a cartoon bear with a hat, which I never thought I would ever be saying. We got emotionally connected to a cartoon bear with a hat. So anyways, oh my God, 3 viewers. Anyways, so yeah, also Peter Capaldi. He's the Doctor. So it's gonna be good because he's the Doctor. It's actually the last thing I saw Peter Capaldi in because I watched it after he regenerated. Coming in at number 9, Fantastic Beasts: The Crimes of Grindelwald. So this movie was, trying to remember what happened in it. I'll tell you what this movie was. Literally contradicting so much of the past Harry Potter franchise that you probably get what it is, like what it did. But what? That twist at the end, just what? What? Anyways, forgetting that, I loved Newt as a character. I love Newt. I found myself really relating to Newt. I mean, like, he's a Hufflepuff, I'm a Hufflepuff, we like animals. I can really relate to Newt. So I like that. I like him. But I think the story, it was good. Wasn't the best Harry Potter story ever. It also wasn't the worst. Nowhere close to the worst. Number 8, Mission Impossible Fallout. Was a good movie. Great action. The acting was good. Typical action movie story. It's a Mission Impossible movie. Henry Cavill. I just sort of have one problem with it. It was during the Justice League reshoots, and oh my god, Henry Cavill's freaking mustache. It gets me so angry every time because if he could have just shaved it for that movie. It's not like it's necessary to the story or anything. If he could have just shaved it, Justice League would have been that much more watchable. But they didn't. So yeah, other than that, it was a good movie. Had some nice stakes. I liked that. Good character moments, all of that stuff. Hey, that's Elvis barking in the background. Number 7, Aquaman. I loved this movie so much. I think it was the second best DC movie. Like, I don't want to say ever, but definitely in the DCEU. So, what happened here? Jason Momoa as Arthur Curry, Aquaman. Amazing. I love that. Who else? What else? Mara, Atlantis, who's also good. The story. Hey, look who it is. It's Elvis. Yay, good boy. Yeah. All right. Yeah. Elvis, say hi. Say hi, Elvis. That dog in Aquaman was pretty funny. So the costumes in Aquaman. The costumes were so good. Hang on, let me just take the camera away off of Elvis. And then doing that. But the costumes in Aquaman were so good. They were so accurate to the comics. I almost screamed when I saw them in the theater for the first time. They were so accurate. What a jealous dog we have on our hands, eh? Watch. Oh, he didn't do it. But anyways, those are my thoughts on Aquaman. I loved it. Thought it was just slightly under Wonder Woman because I just enjoyed Wonder Woman better. I mean, I saw it 4 times. Of course I enjoyed it. Elvis. Actually, the day I saw Aquaman, I had a choice between seeing Aquaman and Into the Spider-Verse. And I chose Aquaman. Toby Bogey, he was a great doctor. Oh, he was a great doctor. Near the end. Peter Capaldi, that is. Back from Paddington. I just turned on the chat, sorry. So anyways, Aquaman, thought it was very good. Jason Momoa, all the actors were great. I just wanted to say, remember that whole Martha thing from back in Batman vs. Superman? Yeah? You remember it? Think about it, okay? All that hate about Superman's mom and Batman's mom having the same name, basically resolving the movie. Thank God Batman wasn't in this movie, because Batman's dad and Aquaman's dad have the same name. Yeah, they have the same name. That could have, you know, if it was like Aquaman versus Batman, that probably would have been how the movie was resolved. Elvis, would you mind if I stop scratching you so I can get my list back? All right, we are at number 6 now. Incredibles 2. Also liked that movie. Very good. The first one came out like the year I was born or something. It was a long time ago, but I thought this was a great sequel to what they did. Jack was great. Everyone was amazing. The comedy was good. The seriousness was good. The story was good. Edna was good. It was all good. I liked it all. It was great. If any of my 2 viewers have any thoughts about it, share it with me so I can talk with you. What did you guys see Incredibles 2? I guess they're just watching. Not with accounts. Anyways, number 5, Black Panther. This movie got nominated for an Oscar. It was good, but it wasn't that good. Martin Freeman, always good. Always glad to see him. Martin Freeman was good. I don't know why my mind jumped to him first. Jeez. Chadwick Boseman as Black Panther. He was really good, a great, perfect choice. Michael B. Jordan as Killmonger, good villain, great motives. I like the story of the movie. I like the cast, the characters. What else? I like that it wasn't a traditional Marvel movie in the way that took place in a fictional city, so they could really do whatever they wanted with the visual aspects of the location. Because if you think about it, every Marvel movie has taken place in a real city, minus the 2 Guardians of the Galaxy movies. I'm trying to think, was there a movie that didn't take place inside New York? Maybe The Incredible Hulk? Maybe. But anyways, oh, Elvis is back. Good boy. Oh, got me a toy. Elvis brought a toy. Elvis brought a toy. Yeah. Anyways, coming in at number 4, The Death of Superman. This wasn't a theatrical released movie. This was a movie from like DC's direct-to-DVD animated movies, which I enjoy. I enjoy them. I thought the guy who played Superman was really good. It was nice to see, what's his name? The guy who plays Jefferson in Black Lightning again, or at least hear his voice. Because I stopped watching Black Lightning, I can make an entire video on that if you guys want. But yeah, it was nice to see him. Rainn Wilson as Lex Luthor, surprisingly good choice. Who would have thought Dwight Schrute would make a good Lex Luthor? I mean, he also played Harry Mudd in Star Trek, who was also really good. So, Death of Superman, overall good movie. Hang on, guys, just 1 second. My friends want me to talk about Marvel movies, so I'm talking about. So yeah, Death of Superman is higher than Aquaman, mainly because the Justice League featured in it. Even if it was just for little cameo appearances, they featured in it, and that was. Hang on. That was really, it just made the universe more connected overall, like feel whole. Because Aquaman and the DCEU, we have these stuff. Like, they could have brought in Flash for a cameo, or Wonder Woman, or someone, but they didn't. In Death of Superman, they did. Also, Death of Superman had a really accurate comic storyline. It really adapted it from the comics accurately. Aquaman was basically just Justice League War minus the Justice League. So it's just that it didn't. Death of Superman felt a little more connected and realistic because they have the Justice League. Aquaman would have probably called them. But anyways, number 3. 3 Marvel movies in a row in my top 3 spots. That's saying something, DC. Then again, DC also has my number 7 and 4 spot. So, number 3, top 3 movies. Number 3, Ant-Man and the Wasp. Why do I feel like I already said that? Anyways, I like this movie. Paul Rudd, Evangeline Lilly, everyone. The cast was all good in Ant-Man and the Wasp. The story was good. I loved, what's his name? Oh my god. His friend. Hank's 3 friends that were working with him in the security firm. They were really, really funny. I loved them. I liked them in the first movie. I liked them in the second movie. Like, Luis. That's his name. Luis is my favorite. I love him. I like him. So yeah, my problem with Ant-Man and the Wasp, it was a little repetitive in the way that, like, they used the same joke over and over and over again with the suit not fitting, and in the end it slowed down the movie. And why? Like, they could have found another way to get the guy away, but they didn't. That's my problem with the movie. Coming in at number 2, Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. Also, great movie. I love this one. I heard people saying stuff like it's animated like a comic book. And from my experience, those usually aren't good. So I didn't know what to expect because I heard it was good. I heard it was the best Spider-Man movie. I heard it was animated like a comic book. And I wasn't sure what to think. But then I saw it. And it was really good. I loved it. Miles, great. Surprisingly, Spider-Ham was good. I like Spider-Man Noir. I have one problem with this movie. One problem, and that's Peter Parker. My friend texted me, who's watching the stream, told me to say that it's the best film by Sony Animation by far. I wouldn't know. I haven't seen any other Sony Animation films that I can think of. If I knew what movies were Sony Animation, maybe I would know, but I don't know. And like off the top of my head, Sony Animation films, if someone could list them off for me, maybe I would know, but I don't. So yeah, Peter Parker was my main problem in that he was a jerk. Peter Parker was a jerk. Like, real jerk. He didn't care about anything. He webbed Miles up. I don't think he was fit to lead in this movie. He made a lot of mistakes in life. He was fat for some strange reason. Hotel Transylvania, Emoji Movie. Oh, are those Sony Animation? And other titles. Yeah, I haven't seen the Emoji Movie. So, yeah. But if Hotel Transylvania, Emoji Movie, Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs, or Sony Animation, I can see what you mean when you say that it's the best Sony Animation movie by far. It was great. It's my number 2 of the year. Anyways, that's about all I have to say for that. Number 1, my top movie of the year, the movie that made me cry the most, second to Alpha. I saw this 3 times. Wait, I only saw 4 times. Avengers Infinity War. 1 second. Avengers Infinity War is my number 1 movie of 2018. This was amazing. The culmination of the past 10 years of MCU movies. It was like, I'm trying to think. Hawkeye wasn't in it because he was filming Tag. Ant-Man and the Wasp weren't in it. Other than that, that's sort of like it. Everyone else was there. Wong was there even. Wong. Like, okay. So there was a lot going on in this movie. I thought Thor and the Guardians was hilarious. Good stream. Good job. Thank you. Thank you. I did enjoy the stream. Infinity War was amazing. I loved Infinity War. My favorite Marvel movie, favorite movie of 2018, favorite superhero movie ever. I think it was perfect. Such a big team up with so many characters. And somehow they all had a good moment to shine. So it was great. Lots of characters that somehow all had a moment to shine. And Iron Man and Doctor Strange both played Sherlock. Now they're both Sherlock Holmes. Now they're both in the MCU. Surprised there wasn't a Sherlock joke there. Surprised about that. Little upsetting. But not going to linger on that too long. The Guardians and Thor were hilarious. Groot had a very quick, but he had a story arc, which was nice. Seeing Groot mature from an adult to a baby to a teenager. And I know my friend's going to disagree with me on this, but Tom Holland as Spider-Man, by far my favorite. This is the 3rd movie he's in. I love it. It's amazing. I think that Thanos also so realistic. Oh my gosh. On the topic of Thanos, the visual effects were so good. Oh my god. Thanos was looked so realistic. If Infinity War doesn't win an Oscar for best VFX, I don't even know. Like, it better win. It better. It deserves to win that award. Anyways, the ending though. Oh, Thanos' motives made sense. He wasn't just, typical Marvel villain that was the opposite of the character. But it was all good. Liked it all. The ending. Okay, I started crying about halfway through the movie when Thanos killed Gamora. Oh my gosh, I'm like starting to get emotional just thinking about it. And then he snapped. You heard it one time. I did it one time. But anyways, he snapped And then people started dusting away. And then Doctor Strange said, we're in the end game now. And then the Russo brothers said Endgame wouldn't be the title of Avengers 4. And then and then freaking Spider-Man died. Okay. Whew. The fourth time I was watching it, I had my friend like literally dancing out of happiness that Spider-Man died right next to me, so I got all my emotions about Tom Holland's great acting out there. But I mean, everyone that they killed off were people that we knew were coming back, and they had movies already confirmed. So yeah, we know they're all coming back. And then post-credit scene, Nick Fury, beep beep, Captain Marvel. Then yeah. What else? And then Captain Marvel in the post-credit scene. You get a tease to that. And Endgame. We'll see how Endgame wraps it up. So overall, I thought 2018 was a great year for movies, minus Escape Plan 2. But that's all, folks. Goodbye.